He said I do, and it's for better or for worse.
She ain't giving me nothing, and she wants some money. Come on, man.
You gonna give it to her?
Come on, man. No.
So she was taking care of you financially, though.
He had a job.
What? Okay.
If he was working at McDonald's, he did what he had to do. Hey, and he was taking care of the kids.
Okay, so
would you like some fries with that?
Yeah.
I can't.
So check this out, right? Do you think the man was taking advantage of the whole situation because the lady was a single mama
No.
with kids
No, every relationship
and well
has
financially established?
different problems. You know, whoever has the capability to make more money, probably, if you guys are hurting financially, needs to be the one going and making the money. Whoever's more patient with the kids is probably who needs to stay home if you don't have a babysitter or don't have the money for a babysitter. So every relationship is unique, and you know that's what's cool about relationships. You can make it work. So we can't judge him for not, but at the same time, if it was the other way around, would we expect the 50% to get broke off? And so you was in this relationship 10 years, either party wasn't providing something to somebody, but you was in a committed relationship for 10 years, and then within hours you gonna break off and become balling out, right? Balling out, but you only made it that far living off the back of the person that you supposedly loved, that you was willing to go down the aisle and say I do it. And now all of a sudden you ain't nothing, you getting $5 for the ticket.
That's how much that's what he got. She gave.
She gave 90% of the bill.
You gotta realize they've been in a relationship for 10 years. They already know each other. Correct.
So Laura, would you say
I ain't got time? He don't
Laura,
know nothing.
hear me out on this, right? Wouldn't she could have exercised a little bit patience? Because sometimes good things takes a lot of time before it gets built.
She should have asked for 20%.
20%
instead of 50.
She said she want half.
20. She would.
Okay, let's compromise.
If she asked for 20, she might would have got 30.
I think he would compromise if there was conjugal visits. You know, like weekly, like once a week or something like that. They met us.
With $1 million, he gonna be off like this in the strip club if he ain't got no morals. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he gonna be able to buy however much he wants for however million.
So she should sue the lady for that. You know what I mean? Sorry, my bad. Like, should the wife or the lady sue the man? Like, hey, I invested in you all these years, and you're walking away with this money. Though we divorced, but I saw you invested in your life all these years. Should she sue him?
I don't think she's gonna win that in court. So
You sure about that?
I'm positive.
With a good lawyer?
No good lawyer is gonna take that case.
Ain't nobody gonna take that
nobody
case.
is.
It's a difficult.
What you think, Nikki?
I don't know. I really don't. Like I said, I wouldn't want him to give me half, but I would want a nice little percentage of that, for sure.
And then she's saying no, she's taking half.
That's just being greedy.
You think it's greedy?
So the only way it would work is if the lawyer knew the judge and they sided with the woman.
So it sounds like there's a possibility.
The lawyer would have to manipulate
every day in
the court.
America.
Yeah, no, the lawyer. So it's usually like the lawyer knows the judge that is more on the side of the woman, and it benefits all. She had kids and this and that, and then sympathizes to the judge, and then the judge would have to rule on that. And that's usually how it works. I'm like, that's how usually how they. I've seen a lot of men get taken for a lot, and they don't have nothing left on it. So.
Does he have any rights to these kids? He's taking care of them, right?
Yep.
So is the biological dad around?
Yes, sort of.
He didn't adopt them.
Yeah, if he adopted them, it would have been different.
Okay, so hear me out on this, right? Why do you think the men shouldn't have stepped up, be like, hey, I gotta be the man. You go chill, relax, let me go work and provide financially. What do you think about it?
We don't know all the background.
Yeah.
I mean, for all we know, he had a disability. Maybe he was in a car accident and his back hurt. You know?
But he did work at a certain point in time, but it wasn't that much.
All men ain't real men.
Yeah.
Facts.
Standing ovation. Mic drop. 1, 2.
A lot of women are in bad relationships sometimes, and they don't know how
So-
to get out of it.
Yeah, it
She
sounds
did-
like there was a lack of communication in this relationship.
Yeah, I think okay. Wait, they've been together for years. So to say lack of communication in this
10
part,
years
like
is
10
not
years.
that much.
Yeah.
That's not that much time.
It's a
10 years is a lot of time. Before that, 10 years prior to dating, being boyfriend, girlfriend,
so
you know what
long
I mean?
enough for common law.
Yeah.
True, but I still don't think she has a right to the money. Morally, he should give her some. They were together for 10 years. I mean, he helped raise her kids, but legally, that's not going to happen.
So let's say
10%.
she gave her the money. She gave
Steady
him the
going
money
down.
to play the lottery. What do you think about that?
I don't know, because I don't know how that'd stand in the court, quite honestly. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so you take it on this point, right? He gave him the money to play the lottery. Though they were still going through their divorce, but hey, darling, I need this amount of money. She now to go do some, and then she gave him, and then he went and played, and then he won. On this aspect, doesn't she deserve half of it?
If she bought the ticket while they were still married, I would take him straight to the civil courthouse.
Yeah, that would be different.
She might have a case there. Yeah.
Okay, so you know, what I mean, my thing is this: they got married, you know, they got divorced, and then just hours after they getting divorced, the divorce getting finalized, he won. Meaning, she gave her the money or wherever it is a few hours before all of that. So would you say it's fair to be
Well,
like, hey,
Was it filed in court?
yep,
Like it was finalized in
Yeah,
court, the judge
yeah.
ruled.
Well,
Yeah.
initially the paperwork don't go through to a couple days, so she might win.
okay. So you know through a divorce process,
Hey, you
right?
divorced?
Through a divorce process, you guys could still be living together. Hey, you know what I mean? We're going through a divorce, but this is my side of the house, this is your side of the house. So we could still kind of be helping, you know what I mean, each other financially or whatever. So kind of today's the D-Day. Let's go to the court. And then whilst we're going to, you know what, hold on, give me some dollars. I need, you know what I mean? When the gas station or wherever it is to play the lottery, and then, you know what I mean, the judge say, hey, congratulations, you guys are finally divorced now. So on their way back home, there he goes. Is she still not entitled for half of the money?
Well, if they still live together, then she could. There's probably ways to get money that way.